lot more farm and able to keep up with her a lot better than the sniper was in this case. And the CK clearly, unless he can use the illusions to gank and take her down, which only happened once in that last game, that's the only way they can find success off of it. No Lena to worry about those, so I could see Team Spirit taking this one away. As of that first blood, looking to get a little bit more. This Rubik could be going down again. Instead, things were being quite peaceful, so there will be an end to that. A trade of the supports, and the Beastmaster tanking a lot of damage from this Slark. We'll be able to have the health regen, but this Clockwork is having to rotate in just to have the power cogs, and this Death Prophet diving a little bit too deep, still able to take the sniper down first, so that's at least an XP denial, and Mira will be forced to go to this mid lane.
Yeah, they took the tier 1 tower towards top, so that's a very early tier 1 tower top. Omar is going to get caught inside the cogs, and Tiny has incredibly terrible attack speed, so won't be able to break the cogs and walk out of it either. That's a good way to recover for Laurel pretty quickly and effectively.
Now he's caught.
The problem with the tier 1 tower top already being gone is pushing that lane is going to be a lot scarier. Oh, that Nature's Prophet ulti does a significant amount of damage in mid-core. He's going to get caught as well. Omar needs to run away. Miposhka's trying to get the battery assault slow. Omar, nice toss, but is it going to keep him alive? Not really, because there is the Treant army coming into play, and Laurel gets himself a double kill. Mira has a haste rune and is just body blocking Noob to see if the rest of his team can catch up to this Death Prophet. Lift up, drag back. Actually, now Mira is the one that needs to be careful himself. Same with Laurel. Noob is a DP. You have to respect it. Is he going to be able to get the kill? Laurel is going to get taken down, and Noob will be able to find 2 kills. Does die to the battery assault plus the tower afterwards, but getting a double kill in that situation should never be possible. The 4 staffs and such. So Corey has a TP in a second, and will go for the TP attempt, but the hook shot from Miposhka interrupts him mid-flight, and the Phoenix will be caught. That's a really nice catch, and also reasonably timely level 6. Ravage gets blown. Nature's Prophet, can he get the TP out? Getro, no, interrupted in the TP, and that is a very big kill coming out for the Ooredoo Thunders.
Good safe lane removed. And with that, they'll remove more of the safe lane, taking out that tower with the Exorcism. Not for free, though. The Clockwork's willing to dive this tower, follow it up with the offlane support, and even with the rotation, the Beastmaster ult being used just to ensure there's no way for this Tidehunter to survive for a second longer, I suppose. Wanting to try to trace that pipe to help keep him alive, but with
from behind the flank
from Team Spirit, yeah, the flank from behind. Hold on a second, this Tidehunter is just stalling for all the time in the world. Siphon's fully focused on the Rubik, which gives them time to finish off the Tidehunter, and now they can turn around and follow up, starting to chase down these other players. The Nature's Prophet able to freely rotate in, the Assassinate to try to slow her down, and the Roar to keep the distance, and now the Nature's able to run, and it is a important space created with the Beastmaster Roar to save the Natures and win ports, I guess.
Yeah, that might be it.
Just in case. So the Exorcism pop, Miposhka going for that early contact on the Phoenix with the Rubik. Instead, they both should be taken out as the full Ooredoo team is here.
Yeah, TA2K, he has his Diffusal Blade now done.
So still, Team Spirit a few kills ahead, but this farming effectiveness from the DPS. Yeah, you can see the root forces the sniper to be stuck in this engagement. Phoenix Egg surely going to take him down. If it wasn't for Mira to help get those last right clicks in to take the egg out, and even sharing 3 tangos.
He's just immediately making sure that he has as much mobility as possible.
And the entire idea is they want to rely on the root, use this Atos with all of the damage they have to force Team Spirit to be stuck inside all of these ults going off.
Team Spirit They need it against the Slark, they need it against the Rod of 8, they need it against all the routes that they have, and Laurel actually is trying to get away. Can they keep control over Laurel? He's dropping low. Actually, TP gets cancelled there by the Nate's Prophet, because that could have been very deadly in the process, and Omar gets out of there. They find Mira, they find Laurel, another double kill for Ooredoo.
Some new customer through Bet Boom. You see those odds very contentious. Still the favor towards Team Spirit, but Ooredoo, the respect now. The odds not the 4 they were in the first game.
Oh, Collapse is dead. They know. Well, Yatro is going to TP in. Noob actually is a bit out of mana right now and trying to catch up to get the Spirit Siphons, but they have so much mobility on their side. Falling back, TA2K and Voiter. Can they get away? It seems that is going to. But there's this. Ooredoo has a really good Roche fight lineup. Phoenix Egg behind the pit. Ravage. Toss back play coming in from Omar. They're going for Maboshka, who gets a hook shot in. Dropping low. The roar gets thrown out. But they are bursting down the DP. Noob is actually just straight up dead. The damage coming out from Yatro is a little bit more than they would have liked, but he's going to get controlled immediately afterwards. TA2K, do they want to extend this chase for more? He does not have his ulti, so he is going to back off and with the
back in to try to contest, which certainly they will. Poshka with Mira able to just lift the Tidehunter, keep him stalled out of the pit. And you can see he's just taking the team fight and the Roshan at the same time. Ravage eventually forced out. And they give a little bit too much space. So this Nature's is still dead, and Laurel doesn't have the same traditional right click. Able to just barely catch Omar, relying on that concussive grenade. Not only does it give him escape, it gives him chase, it would appear. That Death Prophet has respawned, forcing the Nate.
Is a very scary hero. And there's the Ava, toss back play. Do they have the damage skill off Laurel? He has a Hurricane Pike as well, but oh no, TR2K already has the Aghanim Scepter. And Laurel is a quick goner. 4 kill streak picked up by the Slark. Now the rest of the team is on the run.
Oh my God, the Nature's Prophet dude. With the Hawk for information, the axe comes in and it forces the Phoenix Egg. No way for them to
Oh, the catch from Omar!
Oh my God, Omar.
That was huge. The control onto Yatro gets the TP out just in time. Collapses in the tree line. Will he be able to disengage? They have no way.
Now that'd be like a 20 or level 25 talent.
Yeah. All the gas range talents got removed, obviously. There's going to be a chase onto the Beastmaster. And his team was already backing up. Collapse was the last one lingering about. And even though they are up against an Aegis, Ooredoo feels
interested in rotating out. He's thinking he's safe. They're even scanning just in case. And he just teleported away. But it's to catch this catch this Phoenix Egg. Trying to right-click it down.
Yatro?
He is okay. He's able to find the kill. But now that means all the rotations can come in. The Tidehunter's right on him. He has no BKB to escape. There's 7 seconds left on this Aegis, so good value there. He has no cooldowns to escape, and the Quelling Blade comes in, the stun AoE from the Tiny, and they'll just easily take him out twice.
And that's the...
Doesn't feel worth the Phoenix now.
No, Phoenix, it's a 5 position. Don't really have much to fear with the Nate's Prophet being dead. They're going to chase for blood. Maboshka, hook shot, trying to disengage as much as he can, but the pounce is going to connect again.
Oh no.
Because he's a little bit unfortunate in that regard, and right now this Slark feels unkillable compared to Noob, who is very, very much killable.
The amount of...
But the bounce was perfect from TA2K. He doesn't have more mobility.
Chance from the Beastmaster, and that Ags
the toss forward.
Assassinate helps get the damage.
Oh!
The toss from the Tiny, and a failure to hook shot in, but it doesn't matter. The Nature's able to clutch it out just for a second. If it wasn't for the continued lockdown, the Tidehunter to follow. Sure, they're able to right-click the egg down with the Natures, but the rest of the team's been removed. This Beastmaster just has to do the best he can to run. But what are you going to do when all of Ooredoo can hunt you down? They may not have globals, but it effectively feels like it. And they have no answer against the Slark.
And they almost wiped the entire
vision denied. A lot less info. There's no shard on this Clockwork. And he's caught out, taken out. Or so I thought. They're going to have to go back in and take extra effort. They didn't dedicate enough damage, so the Slark has to pounce back in. However, the Rubik trying to go in to help means it's another support caught out. to run.
To be secured that they want. They have the shard already on. Ooh, not again. Yatro is going to get jumped. Collapses nearby. They're going to go in. The war gets thrown out onto the Tiny, but they need to run away because on the other side there are chases coming in. And Collapse just barely gets the TP out. I guess the second power is profit, but just as deadly.
They just don't have enough lockdown, but they do have the vision. Perfect hunt down, and this Tide Hunter should be certainly dead, even with the limited right click on the sniper that immediately follows up. And you can see the reason why he's trying to go for this quick assassinate, just to immediately pounce.
I think that Rubik will be enjoying that one massively. Catch onto the Phoenix, who does of course have the egg, drops the egg. There's a great avalanche coming in that's locking them down. Can they kill off the Phoenix egg? It's dropping low. The Phoenix egg gets taken out, but they lose 2 of their main cores in the process. And right now, TA2K, there's nothing to hold him back. They find huge catches. Both the sniper and the Nature's Prophet out and collapse.
Just the team fight of this lineup, so strong. Team Spirit, the ones oddly enough having to rely on trying to get the pickoffs best they can, and it's going to be a poor Maboshka picked off as well. The Slark taking the Beastmaster on the side with the Aegis. They can really start working towards tier 3s. And you can see Maboshka able to get so much mobility to try to escape, but in spite of it, Ooredoo able to keep on and catch up. No way to...
As we speak, by the Nature's Prophet. Together with the Beastmaster toss back play.
Competition of the split push.
And they managed to get themselves a kill onto Mira. Chase for more. The Ravage gets blown, and there's going to be the full control onto Laurel. Can he get back towards the fountain? Maposka with a 3-man catch inside the cogs, but who's caught with whom? Actually, the Aegis will be popped. First life is gone. Omar tries to disengage. Doesn't actually take that much damage. Collapse with the BKB, but they get the control. Tier 2K is dead, and now they can hunt for more now that the Slark has fallen. While in the meantime, top set of racks has been secured for Team Spirit. So the split push is very favorable here. Team Spirit get the kill on the Slark.
In the bottom lane, trying to do his best to escape. Force Staff causes good trouble, and the power cogs will be enough to cover.
Kaori,
where's that hex?
That has to be from the Phoenix. Kaori, he's got the Scythe of Vice. My god, I know that Scythe, of course, is making a lot more the rounds, but the Phoenix has a pretty good timing on it. Obviously, with the Icarus dive, you can set up nice hexes from pretty long range.
I feel like the odds favoring Spirit, not as much as it should. They're certainly behind. There is strengths of this Ooredoo draft. This is Team Spirit we're talking about after all.
OTA2K.
And the Silver Edge, he could go for the break on the Slark, the follow-up silence. Still not even using the Hex. Doesn't need to use it. Stunned for too long. The BKB allows him to ignore any of the plays from this Tide Hunter to try to counteract, and he'll just be taken out as well. We can see the exact plan from Team Spirit. Just have the sniper as the support to try to get this
Ravage to be thrown out. Noob's going for the fight here. Does need to be a little bit careful, but there's TA2K. If they don't have full lockdown over this Slark, it's going to be a little bit tougher, and Mira will be taken down, but it did cost them a bunch of buybacks. Laurel with the TP out. Oh my lord, again, just barely. It's a sliver of hope that they managed to get out of there. Exorcism was used in the process.
Just a field of fire that they can't move through with this shrapnel harassment. So they're slowed down, they're getting DPS'd out. Now, of course, that's just a good old gank. They'll sacrifice the clock for it. But I see exactly what the idea is with the sniper now. As well as the, look, we are talking about a 44% movement slow.
Oh, Slark needs to get out of there. He's stunned. The toss-back play from Omar, saving TA2K so he can pop his ulti. The Phoenix Egg is there as well. They're going to chase for more. The second Ravage gets thrown. It gets the stun onto Laurel, and Laurel is going to get controlled up. Yatoro with the TP out gets hexed by Kaori. Kaori is again on his tippy toes. The man is too fast to respond, and there's going to be the control. Ravage stolen by Mira comes out. Yatoro, though, still gets hexed in the process. Actually, Yatoro
they're just going back in on this.
they all buy back to rejoin the fray, but they get the control here. Yatro is going to get completely stunned up in the process. They manage to take down Yatro, but he fully buys back. They get the kill onto TA2K. No, Slark, no tide for the foreseeable future. They need to disengage. They do get the Icarus dive back. It's a 4-man buyback, and the Dire have only one available onto Noob. But they
have so much slow and lockdown on the sniper. They have no way to escape. Death Prophet desperately buys back, but now the tower's taken down. They can start working on these racks, and Ooredoo have to somehow find a minute and a half of space. Spear might have just clutched this out.
The massive buybacks coming into play there, and it's going to be really hard to deal with this. Noob charging forward, but he's just getting controlled completely. Avalanche tossed in. Noob can heal up. No, he cannot. The last hurrah, the last defense is not going to work out. And we have a game number 3, so the interviews are going to have to wait a little bit longer.
Things looked rough for the first 20-25 minutes, but Spirit were able to figure out what their answer and their win condition needed to be. Such what would be a wild build normally for the Stein.